Hi guys, the FM Gaffer here, and welcome to episode 3 of my Rangers series called Below the Border. Today, I've got a live comment for you today, and instead of the Accrington game, which was postponed, we have Wycombe at home today. So we're currently sitting in 12th place. We've had a bit of a slide, and when I recognised that it probably wasn't looking likely that we were going to reach the playoffs, I changed the tactic, which actually obviously has made results worse as we got used to it, but I think it's for the better in the future. Before we get into the tactic, which I'll discuss next, first there's been some transfer wheeling and dealings. Will Keane, I signed on a permanent. I don't know whether that went through the last episode, but yeah, for £500,000. We also made a link with Man United. They're our senior affiliate. I chose them over Tottenham because they had a higher annual fee. They have players like Lingard, Wilson, Anderson who were available for loan. Obviously I could only have one more due to the amount of loan players I already had, so I chose Lingard, who has been alright but not a bit hit and miss. I won't be making a permanent move for him. But the second permanent loan signing that we made was Dedrick Boyata, $425,000. Good fee for a player of his quality, and his potential has him playing in the Championship. He's currently a good player for Championship sides, but he could improve significantly. So eventually could be a good Premier League player for us, perhaps. We then brought in Marcus Olsen, small transfer fee. And yeah, he's had Premier League experience, so I just brought him in. Probably won't last long. He's a decent player for Championship sides, so could stay for a couple of seasons, and then probably actually get into old by the time we reach the Championship. So that's all the ins. Quite a few outs. I think Hutton had already moved last time out. So Robbie McCrorie left for 2.5 million, as I discussed. That was good. A lot of it's been in our transfer budget. Only about 300,000 went in due to the fact that most of that is over 2 years. But it is all hopefully going to increase my future transfer budgets. Just Fowler and Stephen Smith we released. Fowler went to Portsmouth in the end, so yeah. And I think they're above us. Andy Murdoch and Tom Walsh and all three of these were just youth players that were out of contract at the end of the season. They offered contracts, they accepted them, and I did the sell now option, and these were the agreed transfer fees that they would sell for 6 months early. They've gone for all of them. None of them are particularly have great potential, so yeah, I just let them go. Fraser Aird's gone on loan to Bristol Rovers. Originally I didn't really want him in my team, but I've looked at his potential, and I think I will, at the end of the season, bring him back into the first team squad, especially as it looks like we're going to be in League 2 again next season. So we've released Dean Shields. He was unhappy, so I just offered him a mutual termination. He accepted. And we've also released 3 youth players who have very little potential: Lee Robinson, Lewis McNinn and Lewis White. So that's all the transfers. We'll now move on to the tactic. So I'm going to just do a quick pick to show you. Originally it was a 3-4-3 with 2 limited defenders, 1 central defender in the middle, and the same midfield except the wing midfielders were on support, and the same attack plus an attacking forward, advanced forward in the middle, with no fullbacks. So I've made it into a 4-4-2 just because I think it'll have more bounce to the team. It was just a kind of, I don't want to say it, but silly formation before, because I was just thinking that League 2 was going to be a breeze, when in fact it has been exactly the opposite. So hopefully this tactic can work well for the last couple of games of the season. Guess we still have an outside chance of getting the playoffs. I'm not, but I highly doubt it. We are sitting 8 points off the playoffs with, I think there's 46 games in the season, with 8 games to go. So that's point a game. I mean, it's not impossible, but it is unlikely. Celtic have won the league, by the way. Got 97 points. I think they won it against us, actually, because we played them last game. Well, if I'd have realised that the Accrington game was going to be postponed before that, I would have obviously come the Old Firm. But yeah, unfortunately, actually we lost 3-0, so hopefully maybe it's a good thing. But I'm just going to go through the results so far. So since the last time we live commed, I've won 4 matches. That is it. There's been, a poor run of form. Around, I think Southend was when we... No, it wasn't. It was this game. No, it was a game before. Yeah. This game is when we first imposed the tactic that I have now, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. It must have been the next game. Yeah. That was the first time I imposed the tactics, and we've saved by 2 wonder goals from Giles Coke. But yeah, so going back to Stevenage, the game after the FA Cup 3rd round defeat to West Brom. So, Kenny Miller gave us a lead. Jay Fulton equalised for Stevenage. Arnold Peralta thought he'd won it for us, but Calvin Zola getting the late equaliser. We then beat Morecambe 4-3 after being 2-0 down in 7 minutes. Redshaw and Amond giving them a 2-0 lead. Heskey then gave us one back. Wilkeen levelled it up. Ryan Edwards put Morecambe back in front, but then goals from Wilkeen and Dean Shields is only his 2nd goal of the season. Unfortunately, he's now been released, but giving us the win there. So that was a good performance, but yeah, after that it really spiralled downhill. 3-0 loss to Oxford. Danny Rose with 2, Carlton Morris with the 3rd. Wilkeen replying with a late penalty. Then the Old Firm, this wasn't actually, to be honest, we didn't play too badly in this game. Wilkeen actually gave us a lead. 2 goals in 2 minutes from Ben Osborne gave Celtic the win at Ibrox, which after that, I just wasn't a good result. Put it that way, obviously. We then beat Northampton at Sixfields. No, they didn't play at Sixfields. So that's the rugby team, isn't it? Was it? Just a minor detail. Sixfields. Okay, they played at Sixfields. Northampton. So we beat them at Sixfields. Harris Vukic with the only goal of the game in the 66th minute. We then got our 2nd win in 2 games against AFC Wimbledon. Dedrick Boyata and Giles Coke getting the late goals there at Ibrox. We then drew 4-4 with Portsmouth, which was an amazing game. Went 2-0 up through Wilkeen and Dedrick Boyata. Dean Balditch got 2 to make it 2-2, and Sylvain Ibes-Blake put them 3-2 up. We then drew back to 3-3 with Jack Watmore own goal and went 4-3 ahead through Wilkeen's 2nd. But then James Dunn got an equaliser later on, so it finished 4-4 at Fratton Park, which is an amazing game. We then lost to Dagenham and Redbridge. This was a horrible game to lose. Jamie Curison with a 73rd minute penalty at home. But yeah, just not good. We then went 2-0 up at Newport County. Chris Boyd and Kenny Miller giving us a 2-0 lead, but Howard Zabrowski's 2nd half goals came back for Newport County, and yeah, that really made me sick of my teeth. 2-0 up and cruising, has to be said, but yeah, Newport County getting us back, and that's really what's been annoying for us this season. We haven't played well against the teams that we should have beaten. Well, sometimes we have, but very rarely as well as we should. So we then beat Exeter 2-1. Chris Boyd gave us a lead with a penalty. Wilkeen doubled the lead. Tom Nichols got one back later on, but it's not good enough to salvage a point. So we got the win there. We then lost away at Southend. Christopher Olsen giving them the lead. Harris Vukic levelling up, but Shaquille Coulthurst on loan from Tottenham giving them the 2-1 advantage. Ryan Leonard doubled that advantage to make it 3-1 just after half time, but Wilkeen's last 86th minute consolation goal was too little too late to get anything from the game. We then lost 2-0 at home to Tranmere Rovers. Zach Clough giving them the lead in 8th minute, and Abdoulaye Balbaghi getting the 90th minute 2nd. We then drew 2-2 with Cheltenham. Terry Gornow and Reece Greenidge giving Cheltenham the lead. 2 wonder goals, as I said, saving us from Giles Coke. We then lost 2-0 to Burton, unfortunately. Lucas Atkins and Pierce Sweeney with the 2 goals for Burton. We then drew 1-1 with Cambridge. Kenny Miller giving us the lead in the 4th minute. Tom Elliott getting his 2nd half equaliser. And that brings us to the last match, which was the 3-0 loss at Celtic Park, or Parkhead, whatever you want to call it. Mubarak Wakato, Stefan Skepovic and Alexander Tonev getting the 3 goals. So that brings us to today's game against Wycombe. I'm going to skip forward to the team selection. Okay guys, I'm back here. I've chosen this team for today's game. It's Cammy Ball in goal, Lee Wallace at left back, Bongani Kumali and Dedrick Boyata in the centre-back positions. Alvaro Arnold Peralta right back. Andy Barcham on the left of midfield. David Templeton on the right, who's just come back from a long-term injury. Chris Hurd and Giles Coke in the centre of midfield, with Heskey just behind Will Keane up front. Hopefully this team can get me a win today. I'll say we need to step our game and end our previous run of poor results here at home to Wycombe. So we've already lost the ball, not a great start, but we've won it back already. I assume this will only be evening highlight, or will it be longer? Here's Andy Barsham. Ooh, Matt Ingram gets there. So yeah, I don't think we'll be able to get the playoffs. I mean, it's unlikely. Burton are currently sitting on the edge, or it's actually Tranmere now that Burton are winning and Tranmere are losing to Portsmouth. And we've conceded a penalty. Just there. Bongani Kumali with the foul. So Wycombe have a chance to take the lead at Ibrox here. Henschel straight down the middle. Alex Henschel gives Wycombe the lead. So not a great start. And yeah, to be honest, I'm just going to say, the thing is, I'll be lucky if I keep my job, because I'm pretty sure our original target was promotion, so it'll be difficult to keep my job. But hopefully I will be able to, because I do want to carry on with this. I do want to bring Rangers to the Premier League. I knew the first season probably under my, well, obviously I didn't, but I expected it would be under my expectations. Yeah, that doesn't really make sense, but I thought it would be maybe less achieving as we maybe should be. However, I didn't predict it would be this bad. I mean, sitting 14th with a couple of months to go in the season is really not good enough. But hopefully, if the board keep faith in me, they won't, with 3-0 losses to... Oh no, that's offside. But yeah, we're losing... I forgot to mention, we did go 2-0 down. I'm just going to go on that real quick. I'll just skip this. It was just, yeah. So we can still win this, keep working hard. We have got 3 injuries, which I might change around early in the second half if nothing's happening. We are 2-0 down, I hope, to Wycombe. I know I haven't really been commentating on the game because I've been talking about whether or not I'm going to get sacked, which is maybe why we're not winning. But yeah, doesn't look like we're going to get anything out of this particular game. I would say if we finished around about 10th, maybe the board would say, or would think, yeah, it was just his first season, getting to grips with the side, but I'm not really sure. I don't know where my future holds, and I don't know what I'm going to do with the save. I'll probably, if I do get sacked, I will probably just fast forward a couple of years into the future, do a bit of Football Manager predicts kind of thing, to see what would happen if the Old Firm, and who would be the first one. I would guess it would be Celtic, who would be the first one to reach the Premier League. So yeah, it doesn't look like we're going to get anything out of this game. Matt Ingram, yeah, gone attacking, but it's too little too late. So we're going to get a loss here, guys. Not anything other than what I was expecting. But yeah, it's a loss here. At home to Wycombe. At this point, I'm pretty much predicting that. I was thinking that, but we really shouldn't be losing to Wycombe. If you think about our, what's the word, reputation, we shouldn't be losing to Wycombe, especially at home. Yeah, so unfortunately, guys, we got a loss in this episode, but hopefully we can turn the results around, maybe get a decent finish of about 10th at the end of the season. Hopefully I'll keep my job, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season for recap of the season. So yeah, I've been the FM Gaffer. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.